Addiction is a disease, and we know this. We know how to treat it. We just have to put the programs in place in order to start taking care of this crisis.
New tonight at 6, the staggering statistic, alcohol and other drug-related deaths on the rise right here in Humboldt County. That's according to a new report prepared by the Sheriff's and Coroner's Office. Now, Nazi, I know you've been breaking down the numbers here. What did you find out?
Yeah, I actually sat down with the Chief Deputy Coroner, and while the opioid crisis is at the public discussion, at the forefront, everybody's talking about opioids. And while it is a problem right here in Humboldt County, he actually tells me that meth is the biggest problem here in Humboldt County.
We investigate all unattended deaths within Humboldt County.
Chief Deputy Coroner Lieutenant Ernie Stewart seeing an upward trend in alcohol and drug-related deaths over his decades-long career with the Humboldt County Sheriff's Office.
Methamphetamine is still the #1 used illicit drug in our community.
The Humboldt County Department of Health and Human Services reviewed the report released in February. It sheds light on the hidden history of Humboldt's rising drug problem.
For most of the country, opiates have surpassed and overtaken meth. Here, meth is it's ingrained in the community.
And while the public is paying more attention right now to the nationwide opioid epidemic, Stewart says,
in Humboldt County, methamphetamine ultimately ends up killing more people than any of the other drugs in our community.
And the grim reality is that these death rates have been rising each year. According to the recent report in 2017, out of 272 unattended deaths, 49 were because of alcohol and other drugs. And those were just cases where the Sheriff's Office was called to respond. It doesn't include deaths of people under doctor's care. That's up from 43 in 2016 and 41 in 2015. Of 2017's 49 deaths, 4% of deaths were from drugs and other causes. 8% were from drugs and alcohol. 18% were due to multi-drug toxicity. 20% were because of alcohol. 21% were from opioids. And the largest amount, 29%, were due to methamphetamine or stimulants.
It's been #1 for a long time, and I think opiates are catching up, but they haven't surpassed it yet.
Stewart saying more funding for mental health services will help bring down overdose death rates.
Until we find ways to fund those services to the extent that they need to be, our numbers for the drug overdose deaths, suicide deaths, they're going to continue to rise until we address the issue.
And if you're interested in reading the full report, we will post it for you on our website.